First of all, let me start out by just saying how great I think the Democratic Party is to have selected leadership with the energy and the enthusiasm and probably more passion for Democratic politics than anybody I've met in my many years in this state. And Jennifer and Nathan and all of you have been remarkable what you've accomplished since the primary last year, and I couldn't really be more honored than to be standing here today, just from the talent that this room has all of a sudden developed and the enthusiasm and passion. So I'm excited for all of you. It's really great. But in any event, I do want to talk a little bit about this race, but I also want to keep in mind that this is about Democratic politics. And the political environment last night, I heard John Yarmouth talk about polls and statistics. The Democratic Party has never been in a better spot to make real change in this country. And it's unfortunate that we've had to endure the last several years. And I think it's fairly simple that the political frustration that many of us have with the Bush administration runs from our toes to our nose. And it's one of the reasons that I got inspired to get back into politics. Maybe for several reasons. John Yarmouth was a great inspiration to me when he took on Ann. It was a great inspiration to watch Steve come back after 17, 18 years to accomplish what he's accomplished. And for those of you who don't know it, he and Janie go back many, many years with me. And then finally, I think it's been a great inspiration that so many Democrats have come back to me and said, we'd love to see you take on this guy. We think this is the guy to beat. And yes, it's true that not only people in the state, like the governor, but people from Washington have asked me to do this and take this task on, almost to the extent that I felt it was a duty. But I will also say to you that they probably couldn't have talked me into that if I didn't have the same frustration with this administration that many of you in this room have. And when I look at the way I grew up on a small farm, you know, my dad was a member of a labor union at General Electric, had to drive an hour and a half on a 2-lane highway every morning and every night, saved enough money to buy a small farm, taught me great values. And those values that my mom and dad taught me lasted my entire life. For those who don't know it, my mother, was just probably one of the purest people I ever knew. And I always say that she and my dad gave me values when she was alive, but she was killed by a drunk driver when I was still in law school. And I said, that really gave me a heart. It taught me what hurt is all about. And there's no question that we have a lot of hurt in this country today. And I have lived the American dream. I was able, with my dad's encouragement, to go to college, get educated, go to law school. And for those of you who don't know it, I have started many companies in the state of Kentucky. They've all been grown in the state of Kentucky, but 3 primarily that are public companies that all still exist today with thousands of employees across this country. And I'm proud of that record. I will also say to you, though, that I've seen some of the worst fiscal policy in my lifetime the last 6 years. I have seen things happen to America that I never thought could happen economically. Never thought I'd ever see the Canadian dollar worth more than the American dollar. So essentially, in summary, the McConnell-Bush policies have basically squandered our wealth and our prestige the last several years. And for those people who are happy with the last 6 years, they have somebody they know they can vote for. If they're not, I hope I'm an alternative. And there's no question that the tax cuts for the wealthy need to expire. It's bad fiscal policy. Greg Fisher and I don't need those tax cuts. There are a lot of other people who do need those tax cuts. But this is going to be a battle. This is an individual who has specialized in the politics of personal destruction. And it will all be about discrediting people in this campaign. But we're stronger than that. I'm stronger than that. I think everybody in this room is stronger than that. And it's time for us all to get together in every way we can, based on values and passion and emotion, to take this guy out, send him packing. It's time to ditch Mitch. And I believe I'm the right candidate to do it. I've been tested. As a racehorse, you get prepped. I've been prepped in a couple of tough races against a couple of real solid Democrats, okay? I'm kind of proud of the fact that Ben Chandler and Steve Beshear have turned out to be pretty powerful political stalwarts. It at least means I've been tested. So I think I'm ready for the fight, but I can only do it with everybody's support. And I appreciate it and thank all of you, and thank you so much for all you're doing for the party, because if I ever needed your help, I need it now. This is really an important election. This is going to be the most significant election, I believe, in 24 years, and probably the most significant Democrat election since John Kennedy was elected. So thank you. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Thanks,